What did we witness last night? Well, I'll tell you what we witnessed last night. We witnessed West Ham get our third win of the season after 4 games, 10 points on the board, and guess where we are? Do you want me to tell you where we are? Have you even thought about where we are? Top of the league, boom, look at that. Mind the gap, everyone else. Mind the gap. Oh my days. You must take this moment to enjoy it. Because it's not very often you can say we're top of the league, especially after 4 games as well. What a fantastic achievement so far it has been from West Ham. 30 points to go. 30 points to go. But we are here for one reason and one reason only, and that is to tell you the 5 things we learned about the game against Luton Town, where West Ham walked away 2-1 victors against the Little Minnows of Luton Town, albeit they actually played quite well, and I didn't mean to say little, so I'm trying to be a little bit respectful to them as well. But let me get into it and let you know about what I believe was the 5 things I learned about Luton Town, 1 West Ham 2 game, and that is that I believe Jared Bowen is on fire. Listen, you don't need for me to tell you that Jared Bowen is on fire. The boy is relentless right now. He is bang on form. He's got 3 goals and 1 assist in 4 games to the start of this season. The boy banged in the cup final goal, the winning game in Fiorentina, and he's banging in goals left, right, and centre. Do you know what? If Gareth Southgate does not want to call him up for the England side, then so be it. It does not do us any harm whatsoever. The boy deserves it. He absolutely deserves it. And West Ham need to tie this boy down to a contract as soon as possible, because that is going to be worth more than a signing. Giving you his current stats for the game against Luton, the boy is just influential in everything that he does when he actually plays the game for West Ham. So he played 90 minutes. He got 1 goal. He had 50 touches. He had 70% accuracy in his passes. He had 1 shot on target. He was successful with 70% of his dribbles attempted. He won 50% of his ground duels as well. He was caught offside a few times, but he was getting forward. He also came back and done his defensive duties. But essentially, he is effective in front of goal and also helps his teammates out to score a goal and to be at the right place at the right time. What a phenomenal ball that was from Lucas Paqueta. But what we do know is Bowen's on fire, and the rest is history. And we won't tell you the rest of that because it is in the morning time. So let me get moving on to number 2. Number 2, JWP, James Ward-Prowse, David Moyes signing. David Moyes signing is extremely influential at West Ham. He is extremely influential at West Ham. The geezer has played 3 times for our club so far. Yes, you have heard me correctly. 3 times for our club so far. And he's got 1 goal and 3 assists. But it's not that. It's the ground he's covering. It's the interceptions that he's playing. In the game against Luton, he played 90 minutes. He had 92 touches. He had a 90% pass completion rate as well. 1 key pass. He was accurate, not as many today, but he was accurate with about 25% of his balls. But he was accurate with his long balls, more higher accuracy with his long balls. Sometimes in the game, he was coming in deep, collecting the ball and pinging it cross field. Very, very good today. He was successful with 100% of his dribble attempts. He won 100% of his aerial duels. He won 75% of his ground duels as well. He had 3 clearances, 1 interception, lots of tackles, getting involved here, there, and everywhere. And of course, set up that goal for Kurt Zouma from the corner. What a fantastic whipped in ball that was from him again. You know, what an absolute danger man. But it's his all-round game. He's got a spirit, he's got a determination, he's got an energy, and it's really, really good to see. An exciting prospect for West Ham's future. It definitely is. Leave your comments. Let me know your thoughts on JWP. Next up, Zouma. Kurt Zouma is a leader. He's been made captain for West Ham over the last couple of games this season, and I think I wouldn't be surprised if they're actually going to announce him as the main captain for the club. But this was another colossal performance from the geezer at the back. There is no ifs or buts about it. He was absolutely everywhere and anywhere along that back line. And obviously, he was rewarded with a fantastic goal at the end of the game. And he absolutely deserved his accolades. But he has been colossal. He has been a brick wall. Nothing is getting through him at all. He's getting battered left, right, and center. The crowd's still giving him stick, and he's stepping up to the plate game in and game out. He was rewarded with a goal after playing the full game for West Ham today. He had 10 clearances, one block shot, 3 interception, 1 tackles. He won 75% of his aerial duels today, winning nearly 90% of his ground duels. He had 87 touches with 91% pass completion rate as well. And he won, 3/4 of his long balls were successful. The guy done everything he possibly can. You can see he commands. You can see he demands at the back line. And he's got all the attributes. And possibly the only thing is his personal life from stuff that happened last year is holding him back. But the guy is an absolute leader. You can see from that image how much it means to him. So I'll be intrigued to see if West Ham do officially announce him as a captain of our club. What do you think? Put it in the comments and let me know your thoughts. Next up, this one's exciting me. I'm not going to lie to you. This one excites me. Edson Alvarez. If you watched the highlights review show yesterday, you will have seen me say about Edson Alvarez that I thought he was extremely influential. He was quality. He was breaking up play, and he was getting heavily involved. And sometimes he gave the ball away, sometimes a tiny bit sloppy. But what I did say was that Edson Alvarez is probably a good 6 or 7 games behind everyone else in the squad. Because remember, when we signed him, he hadn't had a preseason. He'd just come back from the CONCACAF and winning the tournament with Mexico, and he had no preseason. And bang, he was thrown in to make a substitute appearance and has been involved ever since. So he is still, in my opinion, only at 75%, but he is a general. He is the Mexican general. There is no ifs or buts about it in the middle of the park. He knows how to break up play. He knows how to nip in and make a good tackle. A tackle in the second half in the box was prime Alvarez. And I tell you what, there's going to be many players trying to get back into the West Ham team that will struggle solely because of his performance. He played 90 minutes. He had 93 touches. He had a success rate of 86%. 1 key pass. He was successful with over 60% of his long balls attempted. He blocked 1 shot. He won 50% of his ground duels, 50% of his aerial duels. He only lost the ball not many times, but listen, get this. 5 clearances, 2 block shots, 1 interception, 3 successful tackles. And also, it's just before Jared Bowen scored his goal, it was all created from the man himself, Alvarez. He plays a 1-2 with JWP. He plays a 1-2 with somebody else in the middle of the park. Can't remember. Paqueta. No, can't even remember who it was in the middle of the park. He looks up, sees Paqueta free, passes the ball over to Paqueta. Paqueta head up. What a ball it was from Paqueta to the back post for Jared Bowen to put it in the back of the net. But the play all started from Alvarez's awareness around the park. He skipped by the player, no problem. He passed the ball, moved into space. He passed the ball. He moved into space. He was aware of what was around him. He passed the ball out wide. Bosh. West Ham progressed and made and went on and got a goal. So a fantastic performance from Edson Alvarez. And in my opinion, he's only at 75%. And he is only going to get better. 1,000,000%. Last but not least, you can totally see this in an abundance. The squad unity is clear to see. I swear to God, you would never have thought that we would have had this squad unity. You would never have thought West Ham could have been where we were. If you thought about the transfer window a month ago, 5 weeks ago, nobody had anticipated this. There's only 30 points to go to safety, and we are in the Europa League draw. Our draw got done yesterday. You know, we know who we're playing, but the squad unity is clear to see. I've just put a little cheeky image up there, but you can see it from the moment that they enter the ground to the minute they come away from the ground. Their social media platforms, everything they write, even when they think times are down, even when we're not playing well, you can see that squad unity is key. We've kept a core at this squad for such a long time, and you can see that has built up a strong, unified approach. The window's shut. Everyone's in now. Everyone knows who's staying at the club, minimum until January. And this is the time where everyone buckles down and pulls together. We're doing it. And that long may that continue. Their squad unity is through the roof. And long may that continue for West Ham and the West Ham fans, me included. What do you think of my 5 things we've learned literally straight to the point. We've got quality throughout the squad. I know it's not the flamboyant style of football, but I'll be brutally honest with you. I couldn't care less. Why? It gets results right now. And currently we're sitting top of the league. Do you want me to show you that one more time? Boom. Who's that? That's West Ham sitting top of the league. Short and sweet one for you. There's the 5 things we learned about the Luton Town 1 West Ham 2 game. Top of the league. Keep your comments coming in. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button. Why not support the channel? Come on, you.